Hi, and welcome to this 10-minute full body strength workout. I'm so glad that you're going to join me for this one. We're going to move fast, so try to follow along. Let's warm up. We're going to start with a low lunge with thoracic rotation. So you're going to step one foot to the outside of the front hand, inhale, reach that arm up, and then you're going to exhale to reach underneath the opposite armpit. So you want to feel a really nice rotation in your thoracic spine here. You should also feel opening up the hips. You might feel a little bit of a hamstring and an adductor stretch, so inner thighs and the hamstring of the front leg. We're going to do about 8 to 10 per side. You'll notice I'm going to give you a repetition range because I want you to keep up with the pace. So as long as you're somewhere within that range, that works really well. Inhale up, exhale through. The breathing really helps to facilitate this movement. When you're done with this one, just sit the hips back onto the heels into the shell stretch. And then to get deeper into the lats, we're going to walk the hands to one side, lean into that inside palm, and then walk across to the other side. Take some deep breaths here. Let's move into knee hugs. So you're going to stand and hug your knee into the chest. Work on your balance here. So think about the heel that stays on the floor, really anchoring into the floor. Contract your abdominals to hug the knee in. Then we're moving into hamstring curls. So you're going to think about the posterior chain here, contracting the muscles in the back of the leg, particularly where they meet your butt. So right where the glute and the hamstring meet. You'll need to engage your core here as well to stabilize. And try not to lock your knees. Now we're moving into the first circuit, set one. So this is an alternating forward lunge with row. Pick up your medium weights. You're going to lunge forward. Make sure both knees stay bent as you hinge forward at the hips. And then exhale, hug the elbows in at the back of the ribs. Exhale to row. Push back with your front glute. Careful to always be thinking about your core. You don't want to hurt your lower back here by pushing too hard without engaging your core. Always have a little emphasis in that front heel to engage that front glute and keep a nice straight spine. Great job. Okay, we're gonna move into a chest press, and I call this the dead bug chest press. So you're gonna have your knees right up over the hips, bent about 90 degrees, but we want the feet a little bit higher than the knees. So starting palms faced forward, inhale to lower the elbows down, and then exhale, press back up. Think about your abdominals powering this movement through the chest. So the abdominals are the foundation to the pectoral in this movement. Exhale up, don't lock the elbows at the top, don't knock the dumbbells together. You want to make sure that your muscles are really carrying this load from start to finish. Good, keep those feet lifted and keep the core engaged. Now we're moving on to bicycles. So you're back in the same position, cross opposite elbow toward opposite knee. You can think about reaching the collarbone toward opposite knee just so you get the right direction. You don't actually have to hit the knee with the elbow. In this one, the breathing would be a little too fast if you were doing it, rep by rep. So just make sure that you're breathing regularly. Don't hold your breath. Keep your jaw soft, neck soft. Really let your core do most of the work. Okay, we're moving on to set 2 of circuit 1. So we're back to that alternating forward lunge with row. Step forward, bend both knees, hinge forward, row, and then push back with a strong core and glute. Nice straight spine, the crown of the head to the tailbone. We're not shrugging the shoulders by the ears, you're keeping that neck nice and long. Think about keeping the collarbone space open. And you can think about contracting the muscles around where your bra band would hit. And if you are a man and don't wear a bra, you know where it goes. So right where the rhomboids are, right where the shoulder blades kind of close toward the spine. Just a few more here. Great, let's move into the chest press. When you're getting in and out of this exercise, always have your elbows tucked in at the ribs, okay? And then you're gonna use core to roll back and then also to sit up when you're finished. So exhale up, elbows don't lock, dumbbells don't smash. You're carrying the load in your muscles the whole time. Good, engaging the core to keep those feet lifted so your knees are bent but the feet are above the knees. And then again, to get out of this one, when you're all done, elbows in at the ribs, use abs to come up. You can swing the legs a little bit to help you. We're back to 30 bicycles. So we're crossing, breathing naturally. You can think about really pushing the leg forward through like a resistant, thick, heavy mud in order to get a little more of a boost and engagement in your core. You're peeling one shoulder blade off. Good, and really press that heel forward. Soft jaw, soft neck. Let's move on to circuit 2. So we're moving into a lateral lunge with a hammer curl. I love this one. Make sure that your ankle, knee, and hip are fairly lined up, okay? So we don't want the knee going crazily out to the side. You're gonna sit your hips back. You still have that nice straight spine. Settle into the heel to activate your glute and then push off to come back. For the hammer curl, keep the elbows pretty stable. You know, there's a lot of moving parts in this one, so keep the core engaged so that it can manage all of your limb movement. Exhale up, inhale down. Collarbone space open. Good, shoulders not shrugging up by the ears. Single leg overhead press. Lift one leg, dumbbells forward at the ears. Exhale to press up overhead. Again, here we don't want to lock the elbows, so no hyperextension. We're doing 6 to 8 per leg. You'll need a strong core to not fall over, and don't lock your knee either. Keep it a little bit bent. We're moving into skull crushers. So obviously the goal is not to crush your skull. It's more of an anti-skull crusher. Legs straight up, and then you're gonna bend the elbows. You're gonna think about the elbows staying where they are in space, and then they're bending straight down. So lowering the dumbbells to either side of the head, slowly and carefully. Make sure that this is the right weight for you. If it's feeling really hard on the way down, you'll wanna go down in weight. Keep your wrists really solid so that you're absorbing all the range of motion in the tricep. We're on to circuit 2. Lateral lunge with hammer curl, 8 to 6 per side. 5, 6, good, pushing off with the outer heel. Good, focusing on your balance. So you can tap a toe to kind of catch your balance in the middle, but make sure that you're really stabilizing yourself with your core. And you'll also be stabilizing with that standing glute. Okay, single leg overhead press. And last, skull crusher. So we're back down on the floor, legs straight up. We're almost done here. Your arms might burn a little bit because doing these 2 back to back is, it taxes the triceps quite a bit. The overhead press, the triceps are a secondary muscle. I'm always surprised at how much my triceps burn if I go into triceps right after an overhead press. Okay, you're all done. 10 minutes. We got everything. Great job. Super proud of you.